Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. So today I'm going to be reacting to the new death battle that came out, I think about like 2 hours ago, which is Sub-Zero versus Glacius. Now, I really don't know anything about these two characters. I'm slightly more familiar with Sub-Zero than I am with Glacius, though I don't really know who to root for because Sub-Zero isn't really one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. I like characters like Scorpion and Sector, but Sub-Zero isn't really one of my favorites, so I don't really know who to root for, but I literally know nothing about Glacius. But I'm really excited for this. I think it's another 2D1. I haven't really heard confirmation about that or really anything like that. But I am excited to see this battle. Again, I don't really know anything, so I can't really make a prediction at the beginning. But I am really excited to see it. Let me just make sure the volume is turned up. Yes, it is. So yeah, I'm really excited to see it. If you guys haven't seen it, check the link in the description. It will take you to the original video, and then you can watch that and then come back here and watch the reaction, unless you're into that spoilery stuff. But anyway, yeah, let's get right into this.
Hey Mark. Hey Mr. J. So I'm doing all this.
So I assume this is just the same ad that they keep playing over in front of their videos. So I'll just skip over.
Link below and buy this shirt or they're gonna eat me.
Alright, let's go. So I'm actually really hyped for this battle. I don't know why. I don't really know these characters.
The freezing chill of death is a horrifying thought. Whether it comes from being alone in the mountains, submerged in the Antarctic,
Captain America.
or if you're really unlucky, getting iced by one of these cool warriors. Wow, sorry, that was bad even for me. Sub-Zero, the cryomancer ninja of Mortal Kombat. And Glacius, the icy
At first I thought it was
alien
pronounced
with a killer
Glacius.
instinct. He's whizzing
But no,
on
Glacius, okay.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
Aw, dang, he looks
skills to find out
brutal.
who will win a death battle.
And the animation's not really standing out or anything like that. Not to me.
Generations, the Lin Kuei assassins waged war with their rival splinter group, the
Oh, sorry about that.
Desperate to claim victory in the bloody conflict, the Lin Kuei resorted to drastic means of recruitment for able-bodied soldiers, no matter what age they were. So, kidnapping children? Kidnapping children.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's one way to put it.
I bet their tiny little bodies would be even stealthier. Turns out, two of these kids just so happen to be descendants from a race of extra-dimensional beings.
Oh my goodness!
In the art of ice magic. Their names were Bihan and Kuai
Bihan, okay. I know Bihan. He was mentioned in Ryu vs. Scorpion.
And the finest warriors in the clan. And whether it started as a joke or he just thought it was badass, Bihan adopted a brand new name, Sub-Zero.
Yep.
Sounds like an online username from your teenage years that you regret forever when you're older. Sub-Zero was so fierce and driven, he became directly responsible for the complete annihilation of the rival Shirai Ryu clan. Unfortunately for him, one of them, called Scorpion, survived. Well, kind of. And decided
he came back
to kill
life.
him right back. Which obviously pissed off Kuai Liang, who decided to do the same to Scorpion, and got it. It's like high school drama, but with murder. Striving to honor his fallen brother, Kuai Liang assumed his brother's mantle as the champion of the Lin Kuei. Sub-Zero was reborn.
Oh, we're using this Sub-Zero.
This new
Okay, not the other one, Kuai
Shoryuken
Liang.
Karate and Dragon Kung Fu, and enhances his martial arts with his deadly cryomantic abilities. Subby can freeze the moisture in the air to do tons of stuff. He can make his own personal slip and slide. Perfect for surprise attacks. He can form all sorts of weapons out of thin air, like daggers, swords, or even ice hammers. But best of all, the dude can make ice so cold, it instantly freezes anybody who touches it. This can be achieved through Sub-Zero's
That's gotta be really dang cold.
or the ice clone technique, both of which completely immobilizes
Tombstone teleport.
Follow-up attacks. Did he just make a perfect sculpture of himself? Why doesn't he go into the ice sculpting business?
Yeah, why don't you?
Just, you know, not the literal kind. He's got that down already. Sub-Zero can also implement his cryomancy and ninja talents in what appears to be near-instant teleportation. An unexpected
that's always helpful.
Even his fellow assassins. Yeah, but I bet that's still not as unexpected as turning into a friggin' polar bear.
Really? He can do that?
I want to do that.
That's like Scorpion turning into a penguin.
After subduing his enemy, Sub-Zero has no qualms about tearing them to bloody shreds with one of his fatalities. Taking after
I love the fatalities.
His favorite form of murder, Sub-Zero can rip a person's head off with their entire spinal column in tow. This one's for you, Bihan.
Isn't that what Scorpion can do too?
Feeling particularly particularly nasty, Sub-Zero will toy with his opponent. He'll encase their lower half in ice and force them to
rip the
watch
top half off.
helplessly as he tears them in half.
Yeah.
Or for a quick death, he'll put them in a deep freeze that shatters like glass.
At most,
So it's
it takes
quite a few
Sub-Zero
fatalities.
approximately 4 seconds to freeze a person in place, which in real-world physics is completely impossible. To induce full-body frostbite in that time,
Oh, ow.
lower the surrounding temperature to negative 6.5 million degrees Fahrenheit.
That is ridiculous.
That's a stupid amount of cold.
13,000 times colder than absolute zero, to be exact, making it a temperature which literally cannot exist.
That's
And yet
ridiculous.
Still not as cold as my ex-wife's.
That's really cold.
Anyway, Sub-Zero has more than earned his reputation as one of the most fearsome fighters in the Mortal Kombat universe.
Ow.
He's strong enough to break titanium statues with a single chop.
Oh,
quick enough
damn.
to dodge an oncoming rocket, and he defeated some of the best warriors across multiple dimensions. Like the lizard dude Reptile.
Defeated Batman.
Even the half-god who single-handedly defeated dozens of Lin Kuei assassins. He's beaten
Dang.
his rival for life, Scorpion, several times. And
Yeah.
even took on Batman?
Through sheer willpower, he survived injuries no normal person could walk away from, like getting torched in the face by a flamethrower, or being double impaled through the torso.
Double
and then
impaled.
torched again.
Whoa, that's a lot of blood. Like, how does he have any left?
I know, right? But that pales
Yeah.
in comparison to when he underwent the procedures which turned him into a cyborg.
He
and then
turned into
was
a cyborg,
torn apart
too.
and reassembled into human form while still conscious.
Damn, what a
Whoa.
tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Don't overestimate him. Although Sub-Zero keeps company with powerful spirits, undead wraiths, and immortal gods, he's not one of them. He may have incredible powers, but he's still just a mortal man. Also, his
Yeah.
emotional baggage and desire to live up to his brother's name has clouded his judgment more than once.
But that
Okay.
didn't stop him from becoming Grand
I don't think that's gonna play
Master
much
of
into the fight,
Lin Kuei.
though.
He changed their goals, turning them
Like, you
to
gotta
the
look at
side
the
of
weaknesses
good,
and
even
see if,
formed an alliance with his old rival,
see if they'll
Scorpion,
really factor
over a
into
nice
the fight.
grudge. Life couldn't get any better. And then they found dragons.
Oh my goodness.
Shirai
Dragons.
talk. Lin Kuei-san, death is more honor than you deserve.
Oh man.
Beyond our solar system, advanced civilizations are governed by the 88 decrees. Should anyone dare violate these laws, they will find themselves targeted by the Galactic Marshals.
AKA Space Cops. One of these
I'm assuming
alien
he doesn't
officers
always wear
was
that
sent
hat.
to Earth to investigate an eerie distress signal, but he was shot down by the world-dominating corporation called Ultratech. You know,
Oh, Ultratech.
evil Walmart.
Ultratech
Yeah.
had reverse-engineered equipment
I think I remember that from
an alien
Fulgor.
crash some decades prior, the Roswell incident. However, the use of advanced technology by less developed species is a clear violation of the 88 decrees.
Kinda like if
Okay.
you saw a chimpanzee pick up a flamethrower. It'd be awesome, but you'd want to take it away real quick.
Determined to correct these wrongs and return home, the alien marshal set his sights on bringing Ultratech to their knees and recovering his lost technology. And if he couldn't, he'd just blow it all up.
It was Ultratech who codenamed him Glacius.
Cool. Literally.
Don't let his name fool you. Glacius wasn't always known for his fancy ice powers. Actually, he comes from a race of aliens with weird telekinetic abilities.
Has multiple
By
hearts.
manipulating simple molecular structures, Glacius can use the environment nearby to create armor around his inner body. This came in handy
So he's like
when his
full-on
ship was shot down in
telekinesis.
Antarctica, and he lost his native shell.
So he had no choice but to make a new shell out of ice, which permanently turned him into an abominable snow monster.
With this new body, Glacius developed a fighting style to make the most of his new capabilities.
Glacius prefers to fight at a distance, using his long range bending attacks. He can turn his limbs into huge ice lances to keep enemies at bay, create spiky hail projectiles, and even summon spires of ice right under his
Ow, that would hurt.
Did he just punch that guy with an ice sculpture of himself?
More or less. That is the shatter technique.
Oh, that's cool.
A powerful burst of energy which summons
More
a
ice sculptures.
mysterious uppercutting ice sculpture.
Perfect for opening up some sweet combos on his foes. Still, for all his keep-away game, you'd think he'd be a total chump up close. But remember how he can move ice with his mind? Well, he can melt it too, including himself.
By turning his body into liquid, he can evade oncoming attacks, surprise opponents from below with the aptly named Puddle Punch, and even completely dissolve people into nothing. And as an added precaution, he can summon extra ice to his body to serve as thicker armor. Though his molecular telekinesis is too limited to maintain this armor for long periods of time.
He may
extra
be made
armor.
Of ice, but Glacius can still hit hard enough to launch opponents several stories into the air.
That's
including
very strong.
50-pound Fulgore units Ultratech is known for.
He's cunning enough to not only infiltrate Ultratech's highly guarded facilities, but also surprise attack its highly advanced robotic CEO, Arya. Before making his move, by Arya's own calculations, Glacius was able to drop the temperature of the entire room by 122 degrees Fahrenheit in 0.026 seconds. That's a quarter of a tenth of a second.
Quarter of a
Just
tenth
like
of a second.
Sub-Zero, he can lower a person's temperature by like thousands of degrees to freeze his opponents completely
Thousands
solid.
of degrees.
And then he makes them explode.
It's not the same as
with
millions
his
of degrees.
Mind.
Maybe Glacius' real name is Kelvin, because that's colder than absolute zero.
Feel like that was some sort of nerd joke.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make a joke ever again.
I understood that nerd joke.
Anyway, in Glacius' mission to bring down Ultratech, he battled and defeated dozens of killer robots, a zombie pirate, a genetically engineered dinosaur fighter, and a werewolf.
He even killed Cinder, the guy who's made of friggin'
Fire.
You know, opposite ice.
Yeah.
Glacius is ridiculously intimidating, but he does have a weakness. His natural body within the ice is fragile and defenseless. His entire fighting style is built around keeping foes away for this very reason.
Makes sense.
So, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Glacius?
That's gross.
What? He looks like a giant popsicle with legs. Come on.
You know what, Boomstick? You're fucking weird.
Okay. Someone had to say it.
All right, the combatants
Oh
are
boy,
set.
okay, so now I have to make a
Let's end this
prediction.
debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk of these cold people makes me think of refrigerators, which makes me think of food. So here we go.
Okay. Let me pause this. Okay, so I guess we'll let the ad play afterwards because I already paused it. Okay, actually this is much harder than I thought it was gonna be. I thought that after listening to both of these characters, I would have had a clear understanding of who is going to win. It's really hard to say though, because didn't Boomstick say that he could like freeze people like lower their temperature by like thousands of degrees or something, but Sub-Zero was able to like do something similar to that, like in the millions, you know, like produce ice like in the negative of millions of degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. That seems like it's colder. And then we also have the thing where like Glacius, he's not good. Well, he's not great close range. And then, you know, Sub-Zero is a really good fighter. And if he gets in close, then he's probably a better fighter up close than Glacius is. But then again, Glacius has ways to push people back. And when they are back, he can, he has a good advantage. But then again, Sub-Zero can teleport and can probably keep getting in close. But then again, he wouldn't know that's his weakness. And Glacius also has that like extra armor or something. He can get extra armor that he can't maintain forever or something like that. I kind of missed out on that. I might have been talking during it. But this is like really hard to do. However, overall, I think I'm gonna say Glacius is going to win, and the reason why I say that is because he has full-on telekinesis. Like, Boomstick even said, like, you know how he can move ice? Well, he can also melt it, including himself. And when he says including himself, that automatically means that he can do more than he can control more than just his own ice, meaning he could probably control Sub-Zero's ice as well. Wouldn't that mean like he can almost like negate the attacks, assuming his reaction time is quick enough? Which it might be, because he was able to like lower the temperature of the entire room in like a quarter of a tenth of a second. So it just seems like because he has telekinesis, that already makes him more versatile. Like, I know that they both have a lot of versatility when it comes to like using their ice powers. But yeah, I just think that because he has telekinesis, like full-on telekinesis, he might have more control over Sub-Zero's ice. And then I look back at Sub-Zero, like, I think Sub-Zero would be able to be frozen, right? Like, he'd be affected by the cold. Glacius, though, his whole body is made up of ice, and, you know, like, even though underneath it's fragile, like, unless you, like, freeze him solid, I don't think the cold is actually going to hurt him. I might be wrong when I say that, but that's just from what I've gathered. Again, this is, like, literally all I know about these characters. I knew a bit about Sub-Zero before, but not much. And again, I think Glacius' biggest disadvantage is that Sub-Zero is a great fighter, fighter, and if he gets in close by, like, when he keeps teleporting, then he might be able to, like, get through that shell. But I'm not gonna back out. I'm gonna say Glacius is going to win. If Sub-Zero does win, that's great. Again, I don't really know who I'm rooting for. I just want to see how the fight's gonna play out. But yeah, I'm gonna say Glacius is gonna win. If Sub-Zero wins, that's great. If Glacius wins, that's great too. Let's get on with it.
Now, I'm a man who likes a
They keep
good
playing the
home-cooked
same
meal,
ad, like,
but going
jeez. Oh, okay, good. I thought it's stopped for a second.
to you.
Home, but don't just
/battle.
seriously.
But right now,
All right, here we go.
It's time for our death battle!
So yeah, definitely 2D. I'm assuming that's Glacius. And there's Sub-Zero.
Your race is new to me. You will know the chill of death. Fight!
Alright, so they're just fighting for no reason, I guess. Or maybe I missed something. Oh, but he's definitely fast enough to dodge. Ooh, ow. Oh man, Sub-Zero's doing really well up close. Oh, and there's the puddle punch.
I should have
Ooh. Oh, that's cool, yeah, the uppercutting sculpture. Puddle punch. Ow. And we know that Sub-Zero is mortal, but Glacius is definitely mortal too.
known. Challenge accepted.
And there's the slide.
You're a formidable warrior, but you lack conviction.
Conviction. He can slice him or he can teleport. I was gonna say teleport. Ooh! Oh yeah, see, it doesn't do much to him. Ooh! Oh my goodness! Wait. Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, Sub-Zero won, okay.
I know it's the theme and all, but that was just ice cold.
Glacius and Sub-Zero
Okay.
seem to be a near match in terms of cryomantic abilities, but it was Sub-Zero who had the training and the power to bring Glacius down.
Okay.
Sub-Zero has fought ninjas, robot ninjas, secret agents, movie stars, gods, and even fellow ice warriors. Glacius
Okay.
really didn't have anything Subby hadn't seen before.
And while their
Fair
speed
enough.
was fairly similar, Sub-Zero's impressive reflexes and ninja-like skills gave him one of the most important edges in this fight. He could maneuver around Glacius's keep-away strategy, and his teleportation kept him a step ahead, even able
Yeah.
to avoid Glacius's liquid form. And while Glacius did possess a minor form of telepathy, there's no evidence to suggest that it was used for anything other than direct communication.
Sub-Zero
Okay.
could take a lot of hits, so he wasn't going down easy. But if you put their defenses side by side, Glacius's ice armor does seem better.
Sorry
but
about that.
It really didn't matter because Subs could just chop right through it.
Sub-Zero could shatter titanium.
Oh, I forgot
statues
about
in a single
that.
blow, a
His
feat which
strength.
requires at minimum 63,000 pounds of force per square inch.
Okay, that's a lot.
And titanium is obviously tougher than ice. Assuming
I have to
Glacius's shell
admit,
is
that's a
composed
lot.
of blue ice, the purest and toughest form ice can take, it would still only take at most 57,000 pounds of force per square inch to crack his entire body in half.
And he didn't
Okay.
even need to go that far. Just get to the squishy insides in the middle. I guess
Yeah.
you could say that Glacius had his expectations shattered.
The winner is Sub-Zero.
Okay, I can accept
Hey, I'm
that.
Ben, I play Wiz, and I'm about to show you the matchup for the next death battle. And after that, please click that button over there to try a first membership and see the next episode before anybody else.
Alright, so
Thanks for watching.
if we go with the pattern, this one should be 3D. Oh. Ms. Marvel? Captain Marvel, I mean. Android 18 versus Captain Marvel. I haven't seen that one actually suggested, really, I don't think at all. Maybe you guys have seen that suggested. But no, Android 18 versus Captain Marvel. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. So we have another Marvel character, and we have a DBZ character. I don't really know anything about Android 18 though. Dang it, I really wish that, like, there was some death battles where I knew enough about both characters to make a prediction. but it's not happening. I'm not able to make a prediction for which I would love to do. Like, I haven't made a prediction since Venom versus Bane, and then the one before that was Hulk versus Doomsday. So really, like, I need to know a lot about the characters, and I know a lot about Marvel and DC characters, and I'm sure I know enough about Captain Marvel, but yeah, sorry, well, I know I called her Ms. Marvel, that was her old name. But then, you know, Android 18 I really know nothing about. I'm excited for it, though. I'm excited to see what they do. I hope it's 3D. I think it would be 3D, right? That would be the pattern, because now they're doing, like, 2 2Ds and 1 3D. Hopefully it is. I'd like to see that. So for this battle, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I wish the fight was a bit longer. Nothing really stood out to me in the animation. Like, I did like how Sub-Zero killed Glacius. That was pretty cool. Sorry, but the animation to me, it just didn't really seem like it was like great. It was okay, but like, you know, it was just like standard 2D. Nothing really stood out to me or anything like that. And the fight, again, I just feel like I wish it was longer. The information though seemed really, like, they seemed really well informed, and it was a pretty funny episode too. So I'd say the information was really where this episode stood out, and the humor as well. But you know, the fight just seemed a bit underwhelming. At first I thought Glacius had won when he just like did that thing to Sub-Zero, but no, I was completely wrong, and I understand why. I guess I overplayed the fact that he had telekinesis, and you know, maybe I should have just you know, kept thinking that, you know, Sub-Zero, he has a lot of maneuverability and he's great up close. You know, I didn't even think about the slip and slide or the strength or anything like that. And yeah, with that calculation, it makes sense that he'd be able to break through him. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Again, this was really the only way I could have known anything about the two characters. So yeah, you know, I guess I just interpreted things wrong. I weighed things heavier than I should have, and some things I weighed lighter than I should have. But yeah, that was Sub-Zero versus Glacius. I really hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give me a like, comment down below what you thought of it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? If you feel Glacius should have won, tell me why. I'm perfectly open to hear more about these characters, because I don't know a lot about these characters, and I think it'd be cool to know more about them. And if you really enjoyed this video, if you could consider subscribing to my channel, that'd be so great. That would really help me out. I make reaction videos to pretty much all death battles, assuming I have time to do it, and if I don't, then I'll probably just do it later. And I have my own opinionated versus series. Next episode is Sonic versus Quicksilver, which is coming out on Sunday, I believe. I hope, at least. So if you guys want to check that out, you know, just stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's really all I got. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see all you guys in the next video. Peace out.